Hi there. I thought I would show you some of my Viking weapons, and I think I have most of them actually here on my table and surrounding me. Yeah, I have axes and swords and arrows and lots of stuff here, so let's get to it. First of all, a weapon that most people don't think about is this shield, or any shield. You can use a shield to jab, you know, I like to jab the opponent. And, I don't like to do it, well, I like it a little bit, but yeah. So the shield is also a weapon. Most people, when they think about the Viking Age, they seem to forget the bow, the arrow and the bow. And here is one of my bows, self-made, I must add. This is an elm bow, and yeah, I have the string here, if you can see that. I won't put the string on right now, but I'll put the bow here. I have a few arrows here. Let's see now. This one, yeah, that's good. And I have some fire arrows here as well. Let's see if this is, yeah, well, I'm working on this one. But it actually, I figured out how to set fire to stuff from a distance, which is practical. Can you hear the seagulls? Yeah, I'm quite close to the sea actually. So let's see now. Yes, I have both sharp weapons and blunt weapons, and I made a mistake when I ordered my swords, because I ordered pairs, right? And so I have they look exactly, the blunt and the sharp sword look exactly the same. This is a blunt sword. Here. And I have the, I won't get into details on every weapon I have, because that would take just, that video would be very long. But it's a good sword. For me, seems to be, you know, a proper length. I find it very practical. And let's see now if we can find, yes, here's the sharp one. And it's, can you see they are exactly the same, or almost the same. So you can get them confused, you know, or it gets me confused sometimes. This is the sharp one. And when you practice with your friends, if you bring sharp weapons, they tend not to be your friends after practice, you know. So that's just how it is. Some people, they just can't deal with that, you know. Now let's see. Yes, here's the other sword. It's I think they have the same length. Good sword. I like it a lot. And yeah, the sharp one is here's the sharp one. Yeah. Let's put it in the sheath, back in the sheath. Okay, those are my swords. I have also I guess you could call this a sax. It's blunt, so yeah, you can stab people with this. No, don't get me wrong. during practice, when you know, blunt weapon practice, this is a blunt weapon, so you can use that. But you, well, yeah, this is YouTube, so okay. Don't use any blunt or sharp weapons for anything. Oh, there, I said it. Yeah. So nobody can hold me responsible for whatever. Okay. Axes. I love axes. But first, I want to show you something which is quite funny. You know, this is not a Viking axe. This is a railroad tomahawk. Yeah. But I think, so it's not Viking, you know, it's, I'll put it here, but I think it looks a lot like a typical Viking one-hand axe. This is a blunt axe for practice. Nothing fancy, it's just a very cheap piece of metal that I put on a handle. And, but they look kind of similar, right? So it just goes to show that even across on different parts of the Atlantic Ocean, people figured out which axe design works the best, you know. So yeah, let's see here. This is actually, if you want to get a cheap axe and, you know, make your first Viking hand axe, you can go to Cold Steel. I think they still make these. Viking Tomahawk or something, that's what they call them. But the shape is quite accurate actually. So yeah. Okay, but you know, at the end of the day, you need a proper axe. So let's see, we have this one. It has a long handle and it's hook shaped. Now I won't get into the development of the Dane axe and all that in this video. I can get back to that. I actually made a video about that, but you can see this shape is very similar to what you would have used when you're working with timber. But the hook shape is essential for a Dane axe. Now I'll just put it here. And my favorite. I love this axe so much. Here it is. There's something about this axe. It's just such an awesome weapon. And I'll take the sheath off. Okay, hold on. There you go. It's my baby. I really like this axe, you know. It's just, everything turned out perfect. Now I haven't done the metal work on any of these weapons, but I put the handle on, or I put the axe head on the handle on most of my axes. And this one, this is a piece of elm. Yeah, so I really like this axe. Those were most of my Viking weapons. I have some knives and an assortment of knives and dagger and stuff, but and lots more shields. But essentially, my weapons here. So that was my Viking weapon haul. Okay, that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, take care and stay strong. I'll be back in a few days with another video. Okay, bye.